Good morning, YouTube. I'm driving. I'm on my way to work. I'm stuck in traffic. And I'm just now getting used to learning how to hold my phone so I can talk to you guys about some things. So I'm stuck in traffic, and it usually takes me about an hour to head to work. And as I am driving to work, I'm looking at all these cars that drive by me, and I don't see cars in the same way that I used to anymore. What I mean is, I see cars with people in them, and they're holding their little Starbucks cup. I drive a truck, so I get to see, like, from way up here, especially if there's a shorter car driving next to me. I get to see the Starbucks coffee cups. Now, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Starbucks. I always use them as an example. It's just that I know it's so expensive, and it just wows me that people always want to say that eating healthy is so expensive and blah blah blah, and then they're sitting there sipping on a $3-4 daily cup of Starbucks coffee. And just to be honest with you, I don't even think it's that great. Let me tell you what tastes great. My coffee that I make at home tastes great to me because I know I saved money. I saved money because I am on a mission to spend my money on things that matter, on things that count. So, if you have a habit that's stealing your dreams away from you, you gotta ask yourself if that daily habit is worth it. If it's worth losing that vacation fund or Christmas fund. Or with me, I look at, I set out to have bigger goals, like buying cars and cash, which is why I started this video in the first place. So I see the cars pass me by, and I see nice cars. Some of them are nice, but I look at them like none of them are nice enough to where I would want to have a car like that in exchange for my peace. I buy my cars cash, okay? And it's not because I have a lot of money. One day I decided that having a car that I have no car note for was going to be my goal, because once upon a time I did have a car that I had a note on. And let me tell you, it had me stressed. It had me so stressed that I didn't even enjoy the stupid car anymore. It was all good and it was all fun for about a month. Then after that, after all the oohs and all the ahs that you get from your friends, after all of that wears out, you're left with a car note, dude. Yep. So I hope you got your trophy in the mail. I hope somebody handed you a cookie because of your nice car that now you have to sit there and worry about on a monthly basis. How are you going to pay this car note? It takes all the fun out of it. Okay? So I decided that once I paid that car off, I was never going to do it again. I literally had a car that was super nice, leather interior, wood grain, sunroof, all of that jazz. For what? For what? I was paying $360 something a month. On top of that, I had to pay full coverage insurance on it. And let me tell you, full coverage insurance on a car that you don't own, you're buying full coverage insurance for the car dealership, because you're protecting their investment, not yours. If you get in a car accident or your car gets totaled, you get zippo, you get none of that money. They get all of that money. And heaven forbid that you owe more than the car's worth. Now you're no car and you owe this money to the finance company. So you're SOL'd twice. That's double dipped SOL. So I decided that after I paid off that car, I was going to drive it until the wheels fell off. I was going to literally drive it until I couldn't drive it any longer. So I started saving money. I started putting $50 out of every paycheck, $100 out of every paycheck. No, it's not extra money. Somehow, some way, you have to decide that your daily McDonald's trips or your Starbucks trips or your daily lunches that you take, even if it's somewhere cheap at Taco Bueno, number one, you're jacking up your health. Number two, you are putting $7 to $10 a day in somebody else's pocket, okay? And for what? You're being rushed through lunch anyway. It's not like you're sitting there enjoying it. You're eating something that's not great for you, and you're flushing $10 average daily down the toilet. Now do the math and see how much that is a week. It's $70, $80 a week. And on top of that, you multiply that times month, you multiply that times a year. That's how much money you're literally flushing down the toilet. Because, yeah, crap in, crap back out, right? Anyway, so I drove this car, and that was my hoopty car, because yes, even though at first it started off being nice, eventually it started getting raggedy looking. But you have got to tell yourself, I don't care about keeping up with the next person. If they're driving a nice car, good for them. Congratulate them. At me, actually, when I see somebody driving a car and they're driving a nice car and I know they have a car note, you know, in my mind, I'm just going like, damn. I hope you can keep your job. I hope you don't lose your job. I hope that everything goes well and perfect for the next 6 years, because that's how long your car note's going to be. And then what happens? 3 years down the line, you think, oh, my car's depreciating. I need to go ahead and trade it in before it loses all its value. So you go in and you trade in your car, which the dealership doesn't even give you what your car is worth, because obviously they're not your friend. They've got to make money off of it. So if they got to make money off of it, that means that you're going to lose money on it, because, you know, they got to buy it low so they can sell it for a profit. So anyway, at some point you have got to make the decision that I am going to drive a hoopty and I'm going to save some money. So that's what I did. I saved some money, and then I bought another car. Okay, I saved up like $5,000, bought another car, and after I bought that second car, then I sold my hoopty, and then I sold it for I think I sold it for like $2,000. Then I had my $2,000 back in my pocket. But make sure that you buy your upgraded car first, okay? And then you sell your other car, because then you're going to be carless, and then you're going to be so hungry for a car, period, that you're going to end up buying just whatever. But if you have the money, you buy your upgraded car, you take your time finding a good deal, Craigslist, OfferUp, you know, things like that. There's some people out there that are desperate, you know, to save their homes, make that mortgage payment. Sometimes they'll sell their car for real cheap. So that's when you can jump in and take advantage of the opportunity. But, so then I upgraded my car, drove it around again, saved up some more money, repeated the cycle, did that again. Eventually, I had $20,000 in my car fund, then I got more, nicer cars. So you do that again over and over. You're always upgrading your car, and you never have a car note. And that is a freeing experience. Never having a car note. And to know that you have money in your car fund means that if your car breaks down or it needs some sort of maintenance on it, you have the money on hand in cash ready to jump on it and get it taken care of. Now, for those people who buy cars and they buy them new because they're so dependable and I need a dependable car, blah, blah, all of that. Let me tell you something. New cars break too. I've had new cars and they break down. Yes, if you have an older car, they break down too. Stop it. Stop being bougie. Let me tell you something. If you put $400 into your car in repairs, and then you go another 2 months and your car works well, and then third month you need to put another $300 in there, and then 4 months later it needs another $200. Do the math. That was $300 here, skip a few months, $200 there, skip a few months. But that car note, if you get a car note because you want a dependable car, you are paying faithfully every single month $400 average on that car note. So if you're behind, if your butt could not afford $300 every once in a while, what makes you think all of a sudden you can afford $400 faithful every month? Oh, not to mention you have to have full coverage insurance on it, right? Okay. So, and I don't have anything against full coverage insurance. It's just that I have a problem having insurance on something that's not going to benefit me or my family. It's going to benefit somebody else. So, if the car is yours and you have full coverage insurance company pays you and just you. But if you have full coverage insurance and you owe the car, you can kiss the car goodbye, and all that money goes to the dealership. So, anyway, it's at some point you have just got to tell yourself, enough, no more. I am going to just put on my, pull up my boots and strap them up, tighten up my belt, and I'm just going to make a firm decision. I refuse to have another car note. Yes, you may drive around a couple of years in a hoopty, but that's the last time you will ever drive a hoopty. You will just keep upgrading your car every time you get an opportunity to upgrade it. For instance, I bought my truck and I'm paying myself a car note. So as soon as I save up enough money, I can upgrade it in 2 years. I plan on driving it for about a year or two. Then I can sell it. It wouldn't have lost too much of its value. I can sell it for pretty close to what I paid for it. And then just put some more money that I've saved, cash, and go buy another one with less miles. But I refuse to have a car payment. Refuse. You have got to refuse. You've got to say, I will do what it takes, but I will not have another car note ever. Alright, I'll let y'all go.